Hey guys, myself Satija and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be sharing my experience with respect to my EY GDS interview for core assurance field as a Semi Qualified CA for a fixed term hire. I applied for the role through a employee who is working at who is working at EY GDS, and she's a mutual friend. I applied through her, and I applied on 10th November, and I received a call from from HR on 19th November that they will be reviewing my CV and they'll be calling if any interview will be scheduled. On 23rd November, I received a call for interview on 25th November at 4:30 p.m. Although the interview was rescheduled to 5 p.m. on the same day, on 25th morning, I received that there will be the interview is rescheduled for 5 p.m. So yes, I'll be sharing some things that that can help you. What questions were asked? Was interview as tough as Deloitte USI? Or how many rounds were there? What salary are they offering? And for how long are they? Is the role open? And do they convert such hire into a permanent one? Okay, so let's go. So first of all, let's talk about the questions that were asked in the technical round. First of all, it was interviewee was she. So she asked me tell me about yourself first of all. Then she asked me what about the depreciation? What is depreciation? Why it is charged? And is there any depreciation on land? Then she asked me tell me about impairment versus depreciation. What is the difference between impairment and depreciation? Why there is no depreciation on land, as I told you. Then she asked me journal entry for prepaid expenses. Very simple, nothing technical. Components of audit risk, professional skepticism, and this is a very stupid thing, but yes, she asked me about full form of IFRS that I couldn't answer. Okay, but I got selected. So I thought out of anxiety or I don't know what, but I could not tell the full form of IFRS, that is International Financial Reporting Standards. Very simple, even an 11th class student would be knowing this answer, but yes, I was not able to answer that because maybe performance anxiety. So, but yes, she was kind enough that she passed me. What topics you can cover? This time I'll be sharing a PDF of CA Shivam Palan that you can download from the description box, or I'll figure out a way that you can access that PDF. And yes, I have also curated some Word file. I studied for the Deloitte interview and I also studied for this EY GDS interview. So what I did is there are some questions like tell me about yourself, why do you want to join EY GDS, or why do you want to join EY and not other big fours, why do you want to join again why should we hire you, or these kind of questions. Tell me about yourself, where do you see yourself after 5 years, tell me about yourself other than CV. This question was asked in my partner round in Deloitte USA interview. So yes, these questions I have I have used ChatGPT and formed some summary answers that you can learn those keywords, or at least understand those keywords, and you can use those keywords in your interview for the audit role, or for GDS for global services interview. So I'll share that also, and I have also summarized some technical questions that may be asked from you in the interview. So yes, that will I also share that also. So you can access that both of these files from the description box. I don't know how I'll be sharing, but yes, I'll make sure that I'll share those. So yes, on the same date of my interview on 25th midnight, I received mail from HR at around 11:40 p.m. to fill out the CIS sheet, that is candidate information sheet. I filled that sheet after printing out. First I had downloaded that sheet, then I printed out that sheet, and then afterwards I filled that sheet and scanned and sent back at the to the same sender. So in that sheet also you may be having some questions, so I'll be sharing some common doubts that you may have with respect to that sheet also. In 10th standard, when you are filing that sheet, you will have to share some your personal information and so qualification that you have obtained, and other than qualification you can have to share your professional experience. So in qualification there will be 10th standard. With respect to 10th standard, you have to draw in 10th standard row, in 10th standard column they will be mentioned a row with respect to what is the expertise in 10th standard. You have to just mention dash and you can go forward. Professional certification, there will be a field that you will have to fill out, that is professional qualification. Now we are semi qualified CAs as of now, so semi qualified CAs do not have any professional qualification. If you have ACCA or CPA, then you can fill that field. But if you are semi qualified CA like me as of today, so you can leave that sheet aside and go forward. In professional experience, you can mention your articleship experience. There may be some doubts, should we mention or should we not mention. You can mention your articleship experience. That is also simple. It is self-explanatory. Okay. You have to mention your notice period, tentative date you can join from. You will be joining EY GDS if you are selected. So yes, you can mention all of these things as per your individual knowledge. There will be a night shift. With respect to current time, there will be a box for whether you are willing to work in night shifts or not. I am not willing to work at night shift, so I said no. I cannot work in night shift. They will be asking you that what is your current CTC and what are you expecting from the EY GDS. You can mention in current CTC whatever CTC you are having right now, and with respect to your expected CTC, with respect to fixed term hire, they are only providing 35,000 per month, out of which 3,600 PF will be deducted, so you will be receiving 31,400 only, okay, per month. For next 3 months there is no bonus like Deloitte people are giving. So yes, you can mention in per annum or per month as the case may be. There is no specification mentioned in the question. I mentioned per annum also, and I slashed and I mentioned per month also. So yes, you can do this. Now on the last page, out of these 3.5 pages, you have to mention 2 references whom they can call if they want to. There is nothing mentioned with respect to whether they should be from your past employment or current employment, your colleagues or your any manager or partner. Nothing is mentioned with respect to that. So you can mention any of your friends that may be CA. Yes, they should not be your relatives. This is mentioned in that question. So the people you are referring, you have to mention their name, email ID, their mobile number, and their address. So these 4 things should not be of your relatives. You can mention 2 friends, and rest is easy. Nothing typical as such. Everything other than this is self-explanatory. although I did mention my expected salary as 40,000 per month, but they did not. I communicated with HR and they said we India wide we are offering only 35,000 for fixed term hire to a semi qualified CA, and there will be a deduction of provident fund. So yes, net salary we'll be receiving around 31 to 32,000. So HR asked me whether you are willing. Now whether this fixed term hire, that is 3 months of contract, will be converted into a permanent employment. Yes, if you qualify as a CA, there is 80 to 90% plus chances that they will convert without any interview. So depending on that, if you are good, you have qualified as a CA, so you are good already, so they will be hiring you as a permanent employee. There are high chances. Okay, if God forbid you do not qualify as a CA, or if you have dropped off CAs completely, so yes, there are chances. They do not make you a permanent employee immediately after completion of your contract, but yes, they will call you after 4 to 6 months after your fixed term hire, and they will ask you that whether you are willing to work with EY GDS now as a permanent employee. Okay, so yes, you can also do this. And as a permanent CA, as a permanent employee, if you work at EY GDS, they are offering around 10 LPA plus 10 to 20% of variable consideration. And if you're working as a semi-qualified CA, I confirmed all of this information from my HR, and if you work as a semi-qualified, you will be receiving a 6.7 LPA plus 5% of variable consideration. Okay, so yes, this is it. You will be receiving further emails. Yes, I received my offer letter on 29th November at around 6:50 p.m. and I accepted that offer letter online only. You don't have to do anything. Signature also have to be you have to sign the offer letter digitally only. So yes, this is my experience. My opinion is don't study hard for this interview. Again, for Deloitte USA interview, I studied really hard. I studied for 12 to 14 hours in past 2 days. For this interview, you do not have to study. Chill. Yes, you can brush up those PDFs that I'll be sharing with you, but do not rectify everything that you do for a subject like audit. I received the offer letter. As I have told you, my contract will be starting from 16th of December and it will be ending on 28th March 2025. HR asked me that when are you available for joining. I told him, they asked me that you have two options, that is you can join from 9th December till 8th March, or you can join from 16th December until 28th March. So I opted for the second one because I have to serve a notice period. So yes, I have also received email with respect to background check. Okay, so now they're asking for background check. You have to fill a CIF, candidate information form. First we filed a CIS, candidate information sheet is equal to CIF only. CIS is equal to CIF only, because the same sheet, those 3.5 pages you filed earlier, you have to file those same sheet in the CIF again. One extra thing that is there is that you have to file a relieving letter, salary slip, or a form 16 from your employer. So my firm do not give any salary slip as such. I have asked them if they will be providing me with any salary slip. We'll have to see to that. And yes, now if you are employed at any organization and you have to completely file that CIF, because when you will file that CIF, HR will be reading and all of that things, and they will be asking you for further information if there is any discrepancy in your form. So what I have asked, my HR told me, I called him and I told him my situation. He said that you can do one thing: write in Word file, write a mail in Word file, write a letter in Word file, and attach that file, and also attach if you have a resignation letter from the firm. If you have sent some resignation mail or a letter to the organization, and just attach those two things, that yes, I am waiting for my relieving letter and I'll be receiving my relieving letter by this date. Now, to be prudent, you should mention your date. I have mentioned January end. You can also mention like 15 days or after 1 month, and they'll be when your employer provides you with the resignation letter, relieving letter and salary slip, you can forward the same to your HR. So that's it. That's from my side. You can connect with me, and thank you so much for watching this video. Bye bye.